Look at this picture attentively and try to figure out which person is in danger, the one skiing in the mountains or the one surfing in the ocean. The man on the left is in grave danger. Shouting in the mountains is super risky since it can trigger an avalanche. Something is wrong in this picture. Are you attentive enough to find the mistake? These guys are playing basketball, but the basket is missing. Look at these three runners. Only one of them will win. Can you spot who it's gonna be? The girl with the untied shoelace is likely to trip. The girl with her foot over the line will have a false start, so she'll be disqualified. That leaves the third girl, who is following all the rules. She's gonna be the winner. Now, out of these four people, which one is a thief? It's the man on the right. Look at his sunglasses attentively. There's still a price tag on them. Which of these IDs is fake? The ID in the middle is fake. There's the sun and some trees in the photo behind the man's back, but real ID photos must have a white background. What about these people? Which of them is cheating on their partner? It's the girl in a pink dress. She's trying to pass a note to someone else while hugging her boyfriend. Which of these bathrooms belongs to an alien? It's the bathroom on the left. Look at those yellow three-fingered gloves. A human wouldn't know how to put them on. One man called the police on January 1st to report a crime. He told the police that his valuables were stolen while he was attending a New Year's Eve party next door. He said that the party was amazing and that the Christmas lights had been shining brightly. The man put the blame on the party host, his neighbor. When a police officer came to interrogate the neighbor, he didn't even need to hear her story. He immediately understood that the man was lying. How did he know? The lights are broken because two bulbs are missing. The man made up the whole story. In one small town, there was an old clockmaker. He was a hermit and was very preoccupied with his clocks. Once, he created the most magnificent clock in the world. All the rich people wanted to get this clock and offered huge amounts of money, but the old man declined their offers. One day, he promised to give the clock to the one who could solve his riddle. Lots of people wanted to participate. The clockmaker took 9 pocket watches and said, these watches should be placed on display in 10 rows, 3 items in a row. Can you solve the riddle? That's how you need to arrange them to get the unique clock from the artisan. Nick got back to the camp from snowboarding. When he checked his things, he noticed that his food was missing. He asked his friends if they knew anything about it. Liza said that she'd been skating the whole day. And Maria said that she'd been drinking her iced latte by the fire since Nick had left a few hours before. Nick realized immediately which of the girls was lying. Do you know it too? Maria must have eaten Nick's food. If she had been drinking the coffee for a few hours, the ice in her glass would have melted long ago. Leslie came home from work exhausted and accidentally nodded off. When she woke up, the room around her, as well as her clothes, was a mess. Which of Leslie's kids is responsible for the disaster? It's her daughter. Look at the girl's hands. They're covered with the same sticky substance as Leslie's dress. Look at these sporty girls attentively. One of them is in danger. Which one is it? It's the girl running on the treadmill. She's chewing gum, which is a very dangerous thing to do while training. You can choke on it. Marty and Jill want to copy 3 60-minute tapes. They have 2 tape recorders that will dub the tapes for them, so they can do 2 at a time. It takes 30 minutes for each side to complete. Therefore, in 1 hour, 2 tapes will be completed, and in another hour, the third will be done. Jill says all 3 tapes can be finished in 90 minutes. How is it possible? Jill will rotate the 3 tapes. Let's call them tapes 1, 2, and 3 with sides A and B. In the first 30 minutes, they will work with 1A and 2A. In the second 30 minutes, they will record 1B and 3A. Tape 1 is now done. Finally, in the last 30 minutes, they will tape 2B and 3B. Christy poured herself a full cup of tea and drank half of it. Then she filled the cup with milk. Then she drank half of the drink again. Then she refilled it with milk again and drank the rest of it. Can you figure out if Christy drank more tea or more milk? She drank the same amount of tea and milk. Look, Christy ended up drinking all of the tea since the cup was eventually empty. Christy refilled the milk 2 times, and every time it was half a cup of milk. Totally, a full cup of milk. Now, listen attentively. All statements are true except one. 3 days ago was not Friday. The day after tomorrow will be Saturday. Tomorrow is not Wednesday. In 5 days, it's a day off. Yesterday was not Saturday. So the question is, what day of the week is today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday? It's Thursday. 3 days ago was not Friday. If this statement is true, then today is not Monday. The day after tomorrow will be Saturday. If it's true, then today is Thursday. Tomorrow is not Wednesday. Then today is not Tuesday. It's a day off in 5 days. If this statement was true, today would be Monday or Tuesday. But in this case, the statement contradicts the first and third ones. It must be false. Yesterday was not Saturday. It means that today is not Sunday. Based on all this, we can conclude that today is Thursday. Lucas Swindler, a famous magician, announced that he could throw a ping pong ball in such a way that it would go a short distance, come to a complete stop, and go in the opposite direction. He also mentioned that he wouldn't bounce the ball off any object or tie anything to it. And indeed, he managed to perform this trick. How did he do it? He threw the ball straight up into the air. You have 2 jugs. One of them holds exactly 3 gallons, and the other holds 5 gallons. With the help of these 2 jugs and a fire hose, how can you measure out 4 gallons of water? Fill the 5-gallon jug to the top. Then pour it into the 3-gallon jug until it's full. Now, 2 gallons of water remain in the 5-gallon jug. Pour out the water from the 3-gallon jug and pour the 2 gallons from the 5-gallon jug into the 3-gallon one. Finally, fill the 5-gallon jug to the top and pour the water into the 3-gallon jug until it's full. There's only space for 1 more gallon. So now you have exactly 4 gallons in the 5-gallon jug. To crack this riddle, you need to think outside the box. A man gave one son 10 cents, and his other son was given 15 cents. What time is it? It's 1:45. The man gave away a total of 25 cents. He divided his money between 2 people. Therefore, he gave a quarter to 2. One day, a boss told his employees that he could fight and beat any man who worked in his company. A new employee, an ex-prize fighter, decided to challenge the boss. Interestingly, the boss won the bet, even though he didn't defeat the man. What did the boss do? Not to lose face, he fired the new employee on the spot. This way, when he defeated the boss, he wasn't working in the company anymore.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.